Hi everybody, I hope that you guys are doing well. Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Okay, so we are starting off with the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups here. There's a feeling that you're having. Can be an intuitive nudge as well. Something coming up and meeting you even in the conscious space. Okay, so can definitely represent an invitation, an opportunity that you're having, something that you're connecting with. I'm hearing, what do you want to do with this? Okay, so Four of Swords can speak about, in this context, I'm seeing this be like you entering a meditative state, you getting connected. This can be meditating, channeling, connecting with your guides, connecting with your higher knowing, messages that you're receiving, even about an opportunity that's coming through. Catching on to something. I'm seeing it be like this. If you are allowing yourself to quiet down and to be still, there are messages that you are receiving. But until you enter into this space where you're relaxing into it, where you're leaning into it, you may not be getting the message. So there's an importance on, like, even the environment that you're setting yourself up within to receive the messages that are accessible to you. It's just about entering into that space, entering into that state, which it looks like you're doing here. It looks like that's what you're connecting with. I'm hearing it's all a matter of frequency. So what will you create now? This feels like it's connected with intuitively what you're doing, what you're going to be making next, what you're leaning into, what you're even going to be doing with the messages that you're receiving. An opportunity to create. I'm seeing you zooming through some process here with the Magician. The Magician and the Eight of Wands can be like creating rapidly. It can be like a lot of intel, a lot of ideas that you're getting, a lot of inspiration, visions, high potency I'm hearing. There may be a question of, like, if I create this, say I'm a musician, right? If I create this song, is it going to be received in the way that I want it to be? Like, am I going to get back from that? There's a sense of even questioning, like, is there reciprocity here? The thing is, if you are basing this off of, like, intuitive flow, movement, connection, it is going to be worth it to you. It's just a matter of you wrapping your head around that. You may not have maybe like physical evidence of this, but if you are allowing your like inner blueprint, your inner light to lead you, you're going to recognize that this is absolutely it for you. It's just a matter of trusting yourself here with what you're creating, with what you're making, with what you're speaking out. Some of you can be like channeling into some sort of creative venture that you're doing. It looks like a highly intuitive process as well. wherever this is that you're getting your inspiration from. Yeah, if you're in a space where you're hesitant because you're focused on like what other people are going to think about what you're doing, like how other people are going to react, even moving into a space where there could have been more of a focus on like the end result rather than the work you're doing, I'm seeing this may trip you up. However, if you turn things around, if you shift your perspective and you are focusing and putting all of your energy and effort into the work that you're doing, into the quality of work that you're doing, then the result is not going to matter so much to you, and it's also not going to impact what it is that you're doing, because you know from a soul space that this is right for you. So again, it's about trusting that. This can also be in a space where it's like, I don't know how other people are going to receive that, or what is this person going to think? So that can be a thing too. Where the concern or emphasis is on something that it's not meant to be, even something worldly, something ego-based. Okay, so I'm looking at the moon, I'm looking at Pluto, Mercury, and Leo. So this is about having the strength, having the determination to go along with this because it feels like it's right for you, rather than even the perception of other people connected with what it is that you're doing. Because if you're leaning too much into that, it's going to have you be in a space where you're questioning like your abilities, if you're able to do it, questioning your confidence, stuff like that. Questioning your know-how. And even having the effect, the impact of other people have you be going back and forth like, should I do this? Should I not do this? And rather than like emphasizing what's coming within, emphasizing what's going on externally. But I'm seeing that if you shift into a perspective where you believe in what it is that you're doing, where that becomes concrete enough for you to be following that, there's not going to be a problem with what this is that you're doing here. So this is about following your intuition, listening to it, allowing that to be your internal compass as far as what it is that you're creating, as far as what it is that you're doing, and how you're determining like whether or not opportunities are right for you. I'm seeing there be an opportunity for you, and I'm seeing you move into a space where if you can tap into like the strength of your internal connection rather than externally what's going on with you, this is going to put you in a beeline connection with the High Priestess, which is like the personification of your intuitive abilities, what's going on when you're in touch, your psychic abilities, channeling, stuff of that nature. Mediumship can be healing, anything of the sort. And knowing that because this is destiny-wise where you feel like you're being led, this is absolutely going to be worth it to you, regardless of how you may perceive that you're being judged by other people, and also not allowing that to impact the quality of work that you are doing. So again, to go over the signs, I'm looking at the moon, I'm looking at Mercury, Pluto, and Leo. The Leo energy can also speak about being in a space where there may be some sort of recognition. You may feel like you have eyes on you, or even some sort of platform, or you're in a space where other people are observing what it is that you're doing. Okay. All right, so we have the King of Cups and we have the Page of Wands. It looks like you're settling into something here. Even becoming sure about something that you were doing. So you may have been hesitant before based off of there may have been some hesitance because you didn't know, like, maybe how other people were going to receive what you were doing, what you're doing. Like, this can be even focusing on critiques, on people, like, having opinions about what it is that you're doing. And I'm seeing you finally get to a space where you feel solid about what it is that you're doing. You feel level-headed. You know that this is right for you. And because you are grounded in that space, the path feels clear. There's even a knowing that you are settling into now. I'm seeing something that is in the midst of getting off the ground. To have these two together, the Page of Wands is like going towards something that you feel inspired by, something that you feel passionate about, something that you're excited about doing. Knowing that this is right for you with the King of Cups here, there's a sense of self-trust here. To have the Seven of Pentacles, this can be something that's building, something that you may not be seeing the product of it. You may know that it's going to take a little bit to get to the end of this, but it's in the process of happening. It's in the midst of happening. It's something that you're already investing in. I'm seeing also something that you've put a lot of like time into, even trying to figure out, like, is this the right thing? And now that you're sure about this, it seems very much like you're committing to this direction. Like, it's becoming clear to you, this is definitely the right thing for me. I feel self-assured within this moment. And even though I may not like have all of the details, even though I may not know everything about how this is going to go, I trust myself, I believe in myself, and I know that this is right for me. I know that this is the right choice for me. I know that this is the right direction for me. And I trust that I know best. So I'm also seeing a focus on discernment when it comes to what it is that you're channeling your energy into. I'm hearing picking up on the bits of truth and adding them up. It looks even like you're putting something together. This can be, it looks like something possibly career related that you're doing. Project related, passion related. Can be about like growing a business. It can be about pursuing a project. As I said before, this is something that is underway, but it's not something that you may have necessarily seen the results of yet. It may be part of the path where you're kind of like planning things out, figuring things out, even feeling like a spark of joy or passion towards something that you're like, you know what, that's enough for me, that I know I want to go in this direction. Okay, so we're also seeing Aquarius here. Don't bail on this just because of circumstances or because something may be taking a little bit of time. This seems like something that is going to be a bit of a process even. Like, not everything is going to happen instantly. You have to give it time to grow. So there's a focus on that. So don't bail out on what this is that you're doing just because you may not be seeing like maybe the results that you wanted to see yet. Allow it to take its natural path, to take its natural course, and just move in flow with that, move in alignment with that, and trust it. Because I'm seeing too, like there could have been some doubts maybe because you weren't getting possibly the feedback that you were looking for, but I'm seeing this be so much more of an emphasis on the feedback that you are giving yourself and like how you're resonating with what you're feeling and allowing that to be confirmation rather than maybe something physically that's confirming this for you. So it's about really trusting yourself and trusting that you know best. Seeing there be a decision that's made here, even something that you're getting more comfortable being vocal about, a choice that you're finally set on. Gaining clarity as well about like maybe what had been having you feel hesitant. Just seems like it was coming from a place of doubt and like needing to reassure yourself. But I'm seeing you receive clarity, and it seems like this boosts you. It seems like it helps you see the light. It helps you see the truth. It helps you even clarify this vision that you have. Clarifying vision that you have. I'm seeing something about a potential collaboration. So I'm seeing you get into a space where you feel grounded, where you feel like you're able to like absorb and even like review all of the information. And I'm seeing you make this choice here where you're like, this is definitely the path that I'm gonna like be going down. I'm gonna pursue this direction. I'm seeing a project. For some of you, this can be work related, passion related, things of that nature. I'm seeing you get clarity that it may take some time. You may not see results immediately. However, if you're still pursuing this, if you are committing to this and staying with it, what you want is going to come of it. Because I'm seeing something very important, even about a vision that you're maintaining, a vision that you're holding, and something that just becomes like extremely clear, extremely illuminated for you. I'm looking at Sun and Aquarius next to each other here. I want to get a couple more cards and just see what else is going on. If there are any more details we can scrounge up. Using your unique abilities, unique gifts, unique vision, originality, creativity. You may be working with somebody that inspires you. You may be picking up information that inspires you. This may just be like an inspired passion project of yours that you're pursuing. I'm hearing something about goals here. It looks like this is the search to find something, a deeper meaning, something that you connect with more deeply. Knowing that it's time to move on from wherever it was that you had been and move more forward into this. Ready to take action in a new way. In a way that feels more fitting even. It looks like being more proactive than you had been before as well. Like this may be much more of an initiative energy. If before you had been more passive, it looks like you're stepping into a more active role here. And it seems like this is also allowing you to combine your masculine and your feminine energy, where you're taking like feminine, where it's like ideas, inspiration, things like that. And then your masculine energy, where you're doing something with that, where you're creating, where you're putting that to use, things along those lines. Not holding yourself back. And also, like, not waiting for anybody else. It's like, if you want to get it done, you're going to go about doing it. And that was the lesson here, for you to step up in this way, for you to get things done, and to not wait for permission, to trust yourself. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.